Well, good afternoon everyone, or good evening as it is now. It's Dave here from the iReady podcast, bringing you another doom and gloom fest from a match which finished at Ibrox a short time ago, where, unsurprisingly, we have been beaten by Heart of Midlothian by 2-0. Yes, unsurprising. I don't think there's many of us really were expecting Rangers to come out after all the previous performances and blow Hearts away. It was another lacklustre performance, especially in the first half, which I'm about to get into, one to forget. And it's still leaving us with more questions than answers, I'm afraid. I'll get into the game, then I'll give you my take on what should be happening at Rangers after this game. So the team that Russell Martin put out, a few surprises in there. Butland in goal, a back four, Tavernier, Jigga, Suter, Migoma, Barron, Diomande and Asgard. Up front, Gassama, Miovski and Mikey Moore. On the bench, Kelly, Aarons, Rothwell, Chermiti, Cornelius, Barami, Antman, Curtis and Danilo. So Tav back in at right back. Mikey Moore playing on the right hand side. Antman, a player that we all thought was going to be class. I spoke about it on the last pod. Completely regressed. I'm putting that firmly down to the manager and his tactics, to be perfectly honest with you. But as we got into the game, we saw straight away that Hearts had our number. Very easy. They knew exactly how we were going to play. They knew the tactics that we were going to play, and they knew how to make it work for them. And it was Hearts that had all the early chances. 3 minutes on the clock, and the ball was played into the box. It was a header by the Hearts attacker. No one really matching him, and he heads it over the bar. You know, it could just easily have been in the back of the net, but there, that was a first glimpse of really poor defending. 8 minutes, free kick to Hearts on the left wing. The ball played into the box. There was a foul on Suter. It wasn't given. The shot is cleared to one of the Hearts players. He goes to hit it. Thankfully, Asgard throws himself in front of it, and the ball is cleared. Now again, I think it was a clear foul by John Suter. I am not going to put this down to officiating today, but there were a lot of very, very poor decisions that went against us also. 10 minutes, Gassama goes down, takes a really sore one. We were worried for a second it was something serious. It turns out that he basically got the ball volleyed at him in the nether regions, so he was down for a wee while there, but back up on his feet not too long after that. 19th minute, first sort of half chance really for Rangers. Ball out to Moore, plays it in. It kind of falls for Miovski. He had more time than what he thought he had to have a shot. He completely fluffs his shot. Ball is cleared. That was a half chance. But that was when, only 3 minutes later, Hearts took the lead. Controversial circumstances, I've got to say. Very easy for Hearts. The ball was in the Hearts defence. It's played up to their player in midfield, almost in the centre circle. The ball comes up. He looks as if he's controlled it with his hand. I thought it was a clear handball. Referee allowed play to continue. He turned. He sort of plays a high ball up to the edge of the box. It's held up by one of the Hearts players. And again, it seemed like an age. He was able to hold on to the ball, no tackles, he's back to goal. Lawrence Shankland runs past him. He turns, he plays a simple through ball to Shankland. He runs through, passes it past Butland and into the back of the net. Simple stuff, shocking defending, 1-0 to Hearts, and what Hearts deserved, let's be perfectly honest, because they were on top at this stage of the game. 28th minute, at this stage it's really difficult to see what Rangers' game plan was. Again, goalkeeper out to defence, out to the full-back. The full-back tries to play it forward to midfield. Hearts know exactly what's happening. They're right on the receiving midfielder to rob the ball off him. It just happened constantly. Time and time again, no attacking play whatsoever. I think Mikey Moore maybe touched the ball 2 or 3 times in that first half, really. Ball wasn't getting to him. Miovski, completely anonymous. Again, he's trying to come back and help out, but the ball's not even getting as far as him because Hearts have got us figured out. It was just poor stuff. 37th minute, Asgard gets the ball in the left wing, cuts inside at the edge of the box, goes for goal, hits a curling shot, is heading for the top corner. Hearts goalkeeper pulls off a good save, tips it onto the crossbar and out for a corner. That was as close as it got. The booing was starting already at that stage. That's how poor that Rangers were. 45 minutes, so there's a few minutes to be added on, and 2 minutes into stoppage time, Gassama gets the ball, runs to the edge of the box, hits a low, rasping shot, saved by the goalkeeper, low to his right-hand side and out for a corner, which, again, comes to nothing. So, that was at half-time. Boos at half-time. Rangers really, apart from 2 shots from outside the box, were the only time that we had any sort of chances on goal. The build-up play was non-existent. It was just terrible. For a team that's went out and bought 4 wingers, the wing play just wasn't there. So it got to half-time. The manager decides to make 2 substitutions. Jigga again, he looks as ropey as you can get. He brings him off. New loan signing Derek Cornelius comes on. Mikey Moore goes off and Ant-Man comes on. So into the second half, slightly better by Rangers, slightly more focus on getting forward. 52nd minutes, Hearts, they win the ball easily in the Rangers half. The ball's out to their winger, into the box, he shoots. Thankfully, he doesn't get that much on it because Butland leaves a big gap at his side. That's where the ball was going for, but he more trundles it than has a shot. Because if he'd have got any power on that, it would have been 2-0 at that stage. Thankfully, it's cleared off the line. Rangers go down the other end of the park. Gassama, probably our only bright spark in the second half. He gets to the byline, great play, cuts the ball back. It's past anybody in the box and it goes off. So 55th minute, another sub, Barron off, Rothwell on. Minute after that, Asgard, he turns his man the edge of the box, good play, skips past another, gives the ball to Tav, he shoots him outside the box, well wide of goal. 58th minute, Ant-Man then gets the ball, runs at the defence, cuts inside, shoots, good save by the goalkeeper, parries it out to Asgard, he shoots, but the Hearts defender, again in front of him, he manages to get the ball cleared. So a wee bit more attacking there by Rangers. A minute later, ball played out to Gassama. He hits a thundering low shot, saved by the keeper again, onto the post. Really unlucky there by Gassama. 62nd minute, corner in, Cornelius with a header just over the bar, and an incredible chance to equalise in the 64th minute. Rothwell, who actually looked for a change, a bit of a brighter spark in midfield, he gets the ball, dinks it into the box for Majovski. Both him and Asgard both go for it. I don't know if they get in each other's way or whatever. Nobody on them. They were both onside. Just one of them has to stick a foot out and it's in the back of the net. They completely miss it, both of them, and the ball goes wide of the post. And that was just at that stage I just knew it wasn't going to be our day. 67th minute sub, a new 8 million signing. Chermiti comes on and Magoma goes off. So changing his formation there. I don't know if it was a back 3. I honestly don't know at this stage, guys. I was lost. More hitting hope then. Ball played into the box on the 68th minute, and this is really controversial for me. Another decision that we didn't get on the day. The ball goes into the box. The Hearts keeper jumps up. Now, there is a crowd of players there. Now, to me, it doesn't look as if any Rangers players are impeding the goalkeeper whatsoever. The ball is up in the air. The goalkeeper goes up to try and get some sort of hand on it. He flaps at it, completely makes a backside of it. The ball falls for Cornelius. He stabs it home into the back of the net. Goal. Referee right there disallows it on the spot. Infringement in the goalkeeper. I've looked it back several times. I don't see any infringement whatsoever. No VAR check. Absolutely nothing, or no VAR check as far as I saw, because the game was allowed to just go on straight away. I thought it was a shocking decision. I thought that we should have had a goal there, but it wasn't to be. 70th minute, Rothwell, who had only just came on a few minutes before and actually looked quite good. He was running at the Hearts players. Something out of completely nothing. He had the ball, he ran, and then he just sort of broke down. He was lying down. He was down for some time. He tried to play on, but the 77th minute he had to come off and Barami went on. 80th minute, Hearts player runs into the box. It's really one of only Hearts' only chances after that sort of decent passage of play by Rangers. Runs into the box. Diomandi's with him. Diomandi puts his foot out. Again, I don't see any contact. I really don't. Hearts player is obviously going to go for it. He falls over the foot of Diomandi. Referee points straight to the penalty spot. It must have been looked at by VAR again, but again, it didn't seem to take very long whatsoever. The penalty stood. 81st minute, Lawrence Shankland steps up. It's a great save by Butland, but it falls back to Shankland, who prods it past Butland and into the goal to make it 2-0 to Hearts. And that was it. Game completely flat after that. That was the 81st minute. Nothing happened after that at all. The boos were ringing out. Ibrox was emptying every single sort of 30 seconds, streams of fans going out of the stadium, and who could blame them, let's be perfectly honest with you. There was 7 minutes added time. 92nd minute, there was a corner by Rangers, Asgard with the header, again, a great chance, heads it straight to the goalkeeper, easy save. And then in the very last minute of injury time, Hearts could have made it 3-0 because they got a break into the box. Their striker hits a shot across Jack Butland to his back post. It comes off the back post. Could easily have plopped in to make it 3-0. And that was the end of the game. Full time, Ibrox, I wouldn't even say half empty. I would say there was only about a quarter of the fans left. And those fans that did stay were letting the club know what they felt about the manager. It really isn't good enough. I've been saying it for a long time now. He should never have been appointed. I hate being this I told you so, and I'm not being negative just because I said that he wouldn't be the right guy for the job. We all knew he wasn't going to be the right man for the job. He didn't have the credentials to be the Rangers manager. That's 5 games played. We've got 4 points and we are sitting 10th in the league. Let that sink in. 10th in the league. I mean, that's absolutely diabolical. There's no signs of any improvement whatsoever. I'll go as far as to say that any player that we brought in that looked as if they had a spark or a glimpse of quality at the start of the season, that's gone. Gassama, maybe the only one that still looks as if he can produce a bit of magic, but even he's regressed. Every player that we look at and we say he looks as if he'll be a quality player, they've went backwards. That's no down to the players, that is down to the manager and the tactics. I said it earlier, we go out and we sign 4 wingers, we sign 2 new strikers, and we hardly attack, we hardly put a ball into the box, we hardly put crosses into the box, we hardly put the other team we're playing's defence under any pressure whatsoever. It's dire, and it's the same mundane stuff. Goalkeeper, out to defence, out to the fullback. Fullback tries to play the ball up quickly to midfield. By that point, it's sussed out. It's picked off instantly. There is no change in plan whatsoever. Everybody kept saying he changed his plans for the Celtic game. He basically made our defence, he made us a lot more defensive and a wee bit more direct, which I think any manager would try to have done, within the second game in charge, knowing that it wasn't going. Things aren't working out for him at all. We've been saying it. He should have been gone after the Bruges game, which was a complete humiliation. He wasn't. They kept him on. He is a defiant, arrogant, very confident person. Fair enough. He was just asked there at the post-match conference there if he was going to resign. Bit of a silly question because nobody's going to say that they are going to resign. But he certainly won't be the one that will walk away. There will have to be action taken by the board to do that. I really hope it's soon because we are only 5 games into the season. There is time to save the season. But if they don't do it soon, guys, I think it's going to be more and more disappointment. It is another doom and gloom day for us, but I think we were all expecting it. I don't think Hearts are that great. I think they got the rub of the green today. They did in the first half have more of the ball. Didn't put us under that much pressure, and they did get every single decision going for them, but that still doesn't mask over the fact that Rangers should be going out there and steamrolling a team like Hearts, especially with the backing that the manager has got, especially with the players that we have at our disposal. It's just not good enough, and I don't see any improvement. I don't see any improvement whatsoever. Anyway, it's been a bit of a long one, a bit of a rant. I'm going to leave it there. Derek and I will be back soon. I hope there is an announcement by Rangers within the next 24 hours to say that Russell Martin has left his post. I really hope so. It can't go on like this any longer, guys. It really can't. Anyway, try and enjoy the rest of your Saturday night, folks. We will be back soon. Take care. Bye-bye.